Noah Gregson gets suspended indefinitely by NASCAR and Legacy Motor Club for liking a meme. Let's get into it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? All right, let's jump right into it. Noah Gregson was suspended indefinitely for liking this meme right here. And no matter which way you cut it, this is going to get political. I try to stay away from politics, but basically there are two sides of the argument, and they're cut right down political lines. One side thinks that this was dark humor or an edgy meme or a shit post, whatever you want to call them. That's one side of the argument. The other side of the argument thinks this is highly offensive and that it is racist and all kinds of other stuff. Basically, that is influenced by, I hate to say it, but it's influenced by what party you vote for and where you consume your news and information. And that's just the way it is. So I'm not going to say which side is right or wrong. I'm just saying those are the two sides in the argument. Now let's get to Noah Gregson himself and what he did wrong in this situation. Noah Gregson represents a multi-million-dollar corporation in Legacy Motor Club. He also has multi-million-dollar, Fortune 500 companies that sponsor him. And whether it's right or wrong, you can't like stuff like this on your personal account. You have to either use a burner or just use better judgment and not like them at all, depending on your perspective on these things. But of course, corporations like to pretend like they care about issues, so they can't have things like this happen. They only pretend they care about issues to make more profit. As obviously has been pointed out several times during Pride Month, they will put the rainbow logos on their corporate stuff, but then you look at the Middle East countries and countries that are run by certain more strict religions, they never put the rainbow thing up there. So once again, they're pretending to care about an issue without actually helping the people. They're pretending to care about the issue to make more profit, so they can't get embroiled in situations like this. So from their perspective, you can't do what Noah Gregson did, and Noah Gregson has to know this. If Noah Gregson doesn't know this, this is a failure of not only Noah Gregson, but it's a failure of Legacy Motor Club to let Noah Gregson know that you can't like stuff like this when you represent Fortune 500 companies, and of course Legacy Motor Club itself. Now let's move on to NASCAR's response to the situation. NASCAR's response to the situation also was not perfect, because we've had other drivers have situations like this, and I hate to bring it up because this is Noah Gregson's issue, but I have to bring Denny Hamlin into this because Denny Hamlin created a meme himself making fun of Asian drivers when him and Kyle Larson got into an incident. I think it was last season, perhaps. So he made one, and NASCAR only gave him sensitivity training. Now NASCAR has suspended Noah Gregson for at least one race. They said indefinitely, so we know it's going to be at least one race. So you have basically this, and Noah Gregson only liked a post, right? So you have essentially the same crime, different variations and levels of it, but you have one where you have a 40-plus-year-old NASCAR veteran that created the post, and you have a 20-something-year-old kid who just liked a post, but you have different levels of penalty. So what NASCAR has done here has created an issue where, okay, one guy, is a superstar, so he doesn't get punished, and one guy isn't a superstar, so he gets this punishment over here that is more severe. That is one way of looking at it, so that is problematic for NASCAR. Another way of looking at it that is problematic for NASCAR is Denny Hamlin's issue involved Asians, and he got no penalty. Noah Gregson's issue involved black people, and he gets a one-race suspension. So a lot of people are arguing that, hey, NASCAR doesn't care about Asians as much as they care about black people. So that has created, another issue for NASCAR to get into. A third issue for NASCAR is if they had stronger leadership, they could have handled this a much different way, and it would have helped the situation out a whole lot for this reason. The only reason that this meme is getting seen as much as it is getting seen right now is because NASCAR publicly suspended Noah Gregson. Legacy Motor Clubs publicly suspended Noah Gregson, where a smarter tactic so that this meme isn't seen if it's really as offensive as they think it is would be to take Noah Gregson, have a meeting with him and say, hey, this type of conduct is not, what we want to look for. Until further notice, you're on, double secret probation. We don't want to see this type of behavior again, or we will suspend you in the future. But take it inside, keep it quiet. That way, not as many people would have seen this meme as saw it when they suspended him. So I think that is probably a stronger, better way of handling the situation, because now, because of this controversy, a lot more people are going to see this. And, you know, it is what it is. So NASCAR, once again, shot themselves in the foot there. Now, I would like to reiterate, I did say several times, Noah Gregson has to know better because he represents Fortune 500 companies. He has to learn and grow. Even though he's 20, he has to learn and grow. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm super offended by this. I grew up watching South Park. I grew up watching Family Guy. They make edgy jokes and stuff like this all the time. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm offended. But if you're Noah Gregson in these situations, you have to be smarter. I don't think this is as big a deal as people are making it out to be. A lot of times people are just super bored. It does come at an interesting time, probably the worst time that it could have happened for Noah Gregson, as John Hunter Nemechek is rumored to be going to that ride, especially since Martin Truex Jr. announced that he is coming back to the 19. So now it looks even more confirmed that, well, John Hunter Nemechek is going to take over that 42 anyway, which has led some people to theorize that, hey, Legacy Motor Club leaked the information last week that John Hunter Nemechek is being looked at the 42. Did they, you know, make a push to make this more public, to give them an easy out to get away from Noah Gregson? A lot of people, there's no proof of that, but a lot of people are saying it online, so I thought I would address that as well. But yeah, basically another crappy story, but I don't think it's going to be as big a deal as people are making it out to be. It's a kid that did something that wasn't intelligent. People in their 20s do things that aren't intelligent all the time. A lot of them just happen not to be famous. So hopefully he learns from this and does better in the future. But at the end of the day, it was a kid that liked to shitpost. I'm not going to lose my mind over it, but that's just my take on it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Please keep it respectful. And that's all I got for you on this one. All right. Thanks for your time. Peace.